The Talking Cheeseheads on CheeseheadTalk.com.
I've had the chance to take a look, I'm sure as many people have, at the hit Tayshaun Gibson put on Jermichael Finley Sunday at Lambeau Field. And I agree with what Mike McCarthy and players up and down the roster, everybody says, not a dirty hit, not even really an illegal hit. Although I don't even know what an illegal hit is. Somebody would have to explain it to me, even if I read the letter of the law in the NFL. There's some ambiguity, right? Did he launch himself? No, I don't think so. But the thing I'm thinking is now, and I'm curious about how this affects fans. Because I, as a fan, am now cringing every time I see a big hit because I'm thinking of guys with spots on their brains, and I'm thinking of guys who can't walk, who, are ending up having just horrible brain disease like Mike Webster. And that bothers me. And a lot of people say, it's not going to bother me. I still watch the game. It's not going to affect the popularity of the game right now. Yeah, that's true. It's probably not going to affect the popularity of the game right now. And the factor that factors into this thing is if you have kids, are you going to let them play football? And I think this definitely affects that. But, how bad would the NFL be if you couldn't have a hit like Tayshaun Gibson put on Jermichael Finley on Sunday? How bad would it be if instead of diving at him and hitting him with his shoulder pad with the intention to inflict a hit because he knew he was already going down, if instead of doing that he had to just wrap up with his arms, form tackle to make sure he went down? If you took all the hitting, or a lot of the hitting out of the game, which I know they've already done, but if they do it more where you can't hit a guy with a shoulder pad or take him in, and again, this is a big if. I understand that because it's hard to legislate this stuff. But if you coach the game, and maybe it's not even a rule change as much as a coaching change, and have players, more often than not actually just wrap up and tackle, use their arms to tackle instead of throwing your shoulder at a guy, would it be less watchable for you? I'm honestly to the point where I can't enjoy the big hits. I used to enjoy the stories of a snot bubble or, guys getting lit up. I don't enjoy it anymore because on a human level, I don't like it. I don't like guys seeing before my very eyes guys' lives being shortened or their cognitive abilities being affected. And I know it's a long-term deal, and maybe I'm just different. But I don't like it. And I'd be, honestly, at this point, I'd be surprised definitely to see Jermichael Finley this season. I don't think that's going to happen, but he might just hang it up too. And that's too bad. But I can't blame the guy. I can't be angry at him, or it's not like a Detroit fan with Barry Sanders a few years back. I can't be angry at the guy. I understand. He wants to watch his son go to prom and graduate and get married and all that stuff. I get it. So I want to know what you think. If some of the hits were taken out of the game and you just saw more tackling, but all the other stuff remained the same, and you probably would see more offense because there's not as much intimidation, would you not like football as much? I want to hear your thoughts. Post a comment on our Facebook page or hit us up at Twitter at CheeseheadTalks. I'm just getting sick of seeing guys hurt. It really has. It has gotten to my soft little heart.
The Talking Cheeseheads on CheeseheadTalk.com.